Yeah.
It's not about making the best pianists that we can. It's about having music in their lives forever.
Mhm.
There's a tradition in music that is starting to become lost when we're getting into using screens and getting lessons through these subscription services, etc. That we lose that oral tradition of passing from teacher to student, right?
Mhm.
This book really emphasizes that in the story. What is the story? Well, in a world that is gray and desolate, that is dull and uninspired, there are grays and blues and only the greens of the screen, right? That's all you see. People are they just watch the screens,
Mhm.
right? You are dreaming, and in your dream you hum a tone. Well, what is a tone? It's like this little star that comes up. It rises from you, and from that song that you sang. It's a dream song,
Mhm.
and it goes up into the sky and it becomes a star, and from that star comes out light of the dream world. Well, what is the light of the dream world? Well, it's this light that lights up the world around you for everyone that was there to see it, to hear it, to feel it. And it inspires them. Maybe they look up away from their screens. Maybe they want to create as well. That's the power
Mhm.
of music, right?
Nice.
And so what is the pianist's quest? Well, I just made a tone, and you made it in your sleep. In fact, you were just humming, right? How do I make a tone again? Well, you go on this journey, uh, where you follow, these. So this is like the first page. That's kind of a clue that he gives you, and he says, "Go follow that road," and you go on this journey, and eventually you find all these teachers who are past dreamers before you, past SSED, because they have died. There is history to this, right? And so some of your teachers are actual historical characters.
Mhm.
Jerry Allen, for example. Vladimir Horowitz shows up in book two. The
Mhm.
Wizard. He's just a guy who's walked this journey the path that you've walked now, or that you're walking now,
Mhm.
right? And all those stars in the sky that you see are from dreamers before you. And then we meet our first teacher, like I said, Jerry Allen. Notice how she's making all these tones, and her tones are bigger and brighter than yours, and they're more complex. They're so like, whoa, how do I make a tone like that? Right? It turns out that you're going to go through a period of time where you're not making tones every time you play. How come? What's going on? Well, because you're getting in your own way. You're telling yourself that it's not fast enough or not hard enough, or that you played this note, that note wrong. Only when you are present and listening to your dream song and channeling sort of the moment, if you will, right? There's a lot of pianists that talk about this in different ways, but basically, listening to that inspiration and playing true to the moment and being expressive in it, but not testing it with ego. That's when you make a tone, right?
Mhm.
Um, and that's the pianist's quest, is this constant pursuit of making that grander tone. And there are enemies. There's the salesman, and he has his minions, and the minions are the ones that want to stop the tones from going up. So you have to battle with minions.
Mhm.
We have some technique here. We have a QR code. These are golden nuggets that you pick up along your journey. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, so anyway, we get the chord symbols. We talk about, the roots. We talk about improvising lines. There's no rhythmic value at all, by the way, still. Another lead sheet, and then we get into, sorry, that was another graphic score, and then a couple lead sheets. So this is the first song. Of course, it has a diminished chord right in the beginning because I don't want them to fear diminished chords. Uh,
Nice.
this special book, which is going to last for like 20 years, they'll have it still,
Mhm.
is they'll be like, oh, those were so cool. I
Mhm.
loved that. I can't
Yeah.
wait to give that to my kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, the main thing is to facilitate a positive musical experience that keeps music in their lives forever, right? They just want to learn the language.